People of the internet, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Out of the Park Baseball 17 GM Mode Sim commentary for the Premier League Baseball and the Brooklyn Atlantics. I am F5 Penguin. You can find me all over the web at F5 Penguin. And as a quick note, if you're on Xbox or you're on YouTube and you check out the most recent This Week on Xbox for the video slated for the week of October 14th, you will see me, founding Xbox community ambassador member, F5 Penguin, with a little tidbit of information at the end of the video that Major Nelson talked about. So if you want to check that out, please do. I encourage you to do that. I'll throw a link in the description below. Link in the description below also for the Premier League Baseball website. And let's get to business. In the last video, we talked about our offseason and where we were and where we were standing. But now we're at the draft. We're at the draft, and we didn't expect much from the draft. I found a couple of sleepers that weren't ranking on anybody's list, and I went for those guys, cut a couple. Here's where we sit. So we'll start with pick number 1, Josh Evett. We got him. Numbers look pretty good. Remember, we got Edgar Cantona, who's a little bit better with his scouting than our previous guy. And we look at OSA ratings as well, and they're kind of a little bit lower. But again, OSA is a metric to go by, but not always one to hold firm with. Sometimes the numbers are spot on, and sometimes they're off, and you'll see that through the course of things. When they're the same, you can kind of count that it's going to be there. And when they're off, you hope that it's somewhere in the middle, but maybe on your side. So I picked him up. We're just going to go through these real quick because there's not much to write home about. John Thompson, starting pitcher as well. Now, what I noticed is some of these guys are listed as starters, and the reality is they're actually relievers. You change their position to reliever, and their potential goes up, meaning they were actually supposed to be relievers. So the goal is to find a couple of starters, and so far I've been hard-pressed to find a couple of decent ones outside the 3 that it took 10 years to locate. So that being Rubenstein, Salazar, and Hop, with Leon, who we picked up at a trade. So I guess you could say 4, but taking a long time to do this. We're just trying to find some starters. That's really what it comes down to. So John Thompson, we got him. Phil Squire, we got him. You can see the numbers right here. I'll just kind of go through these quickly for you. Ron Lepkowski, got him as well. So went basically for pitchers across the board. And then we released this Moppert guy. I know his stats were good for base running and defense, but didn't like the power, the contact, that kind of stuff. So we cut him. Willie Lugo, we kept him, and I kept him as a starter, and he'll kind of be just above average. Serviceable guy. So if I can get that contact to a 5, I think we'll be okay. If it drops to a 4, not really so much. So we'll have to kind of watch that as he progresses through the season. Andres Ibarra, we got him. You can see it. We cut him. Just cutting people that didn't have a home or wouldn't be the guy. You know, we're looking for stellar or above average. We're not looking for average right now. We have average. We need to improve upon that. So that's what we did. We released him. Bill Villalba, we cut him as well. And we drafted Ishmael Castellanos. I believe we kept him, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we did. We kept him. Just a tick above average, a tick, and just going to kind of see where that goes at 21. See if he can level out to something important. I don't know. And then Dane Vandegrift, we got him as well. So that rounds out our draft, and what that really does is put us in a position to have 29, 25, 25, and 27. So I got to cut one guy before spring training, or before opening day, I suppose, because Kurix moves over to the disabled list. And I don't know who to cut, actually. I'm kind of deciding that. I might move Jeff Molds, but I might hold on to him and just kind of drop somebody from the minor, from the single A team, really. So we got to kind of put it together. This is a relatively short video, but we wanted to talk about the draft and where we're going and where we're moving to. Spring training is in the next video. If you want to like and subscribe this video, I'd appreciate it, because then you can keep aware of what's happening in the future for our videos as we progress through this thing we call PLB. And of course, as we progress through other things, as we move forward with other games like Madden and the reviews that are on their way. So all that kind of stuff is following suit as well. All that being said, I hope you'll check out my Xbox video. I hope you'll leave some comments below and figure out what we need to do, maybe who we need to cut, that kind of thing. And then in the next video, like I said, spring training, We'll recap that. It'll take us to opening day, and then we'll start it again. June, July, August, September videos. Back to the playoffs, and we round and around we go. We're moving through these seasons quickly. We're getting into a stride. I am F5 Penguin. You can find me all over the web at F5 Penguin. Of course, this is Out of the Park Baseball 17, the GM Mode Sim commentary for the Premier League Baseball. Let me know what you think. We're ready for the season. Spring training right around the corner. See you in the next video.